Hello everybody. So what we're going to do on this assignment is we're actually going to edit our box with a hole in it. So this is part 5 and we're going to make it look like this. So very important, you're not making a new picture, you're just editing the old one. We can see a lot of differences here. Previously this was 1 inch tall total. It's still 1 inch tall, but the base is a ½ inch and the whole thing is 1 inch. We can see we've got these chamfers that are 0.05 inches. We can see there's 2 circles now, so let's follow along and let's make this work. So let's go back to box with hole and make sure you have both of these open from last time. And what you're going to do is first we're going to begin by going to this feature in the timeline and editing the feature and dragging it down to a ½ inch. Now click on the top so that circle is blue and we're going to create a new sketch on there. Choose the circle so the circle's blue and then click offset. And with offset you can make this line go in or out. We're going to type in 0.1 and press OK. Finish sketch. I'm going to click on the house. Now I'm going to extrude just this one part a ½ inch. 0.5 and press OK. I'm going to zoom out to make it easier to look at. Alright, at this point I'm going to add a fillet to the top edge because it says that this edge has to be rounded, not both. So make sure you just get this black outside circle. And the size is 0.05. That's the size of our radius. Okay, so you press the OK button. Now go to modify and choose chamfer. And we're going to choose each of these top 4 edges. So not a face, but an edge. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that distance also going to be 0.05. And if I orbit, you can really get a better look at what a chamfer is. Alright, this is now done. So I'm going to press save. And we're going to see this change from box with hole version 1 to box with hole version 2 in a moment. And you could go back and forth between the two by hitting that drop down if you ever want to open up an old version. See? Now when I open up this drawing, it looks totally different. It looks like the old one. But on the top there's a hyperlink. Choose that and it will start to make some changes. So for what we're going to do, I'm actually just going to delete each of these because we're still practicing doing some of the stuff. Will delete this one just for good practice. Alright, so maybe even delete that as well. So let's practice putting a center mark on our circle. It doesn't matter which one. Our center lines are still there. Let's go to dimensions. This outside edge is still 1.75. Bottom is still 1.75. The inner circle has a diameter of 1 inch. And the outer circle has a diameter of 1.2 inches. That's because I did 0.1 inches on each side, so that's why it's 0.2 inches total, larger than the other diameter. From the center to the far left edge, from the center to the far back edge. Alright, this looks good. Now for the other stuff, this is the harder area. So zoom in a lot. From top to bottom and move this way over here. That's 1 inch. That is a ½ inch. And that is 5/100ths of an inch or 50,000ths of an inch. The next one that we're going to do is pretty tricky. So you might have to zoom in a decent amount. You're going to click on this edge first. And the second thing we're going to do is click on this line. and then move your mouse in this general direction. And we're going to tell people that it's a 45-degree angle. So I'm going to press right click and OK. And I'm going to click on the 45-degree angle. There's this orange dot, gray dot. And I'm just going to move that a little bit closer. Same thing, I'm going to move this closer. I'm going to move this closer. There we go. The last thing I need to do is tell everyone that we used a fillet to round this edge off. If I did regular dimensions, it would show the diameter. So I hit the drop down and choose radius dimension. Click on that arc. The radius is 0.05. Now I'm going to save. And just like before, this will update to version 2. And now we'll be connected. Take a screenshot of this, Windows Shift S. Go back to your assignment, paste it in this box, and then answer these other questions as we go. A marking menu is found by right-clicking on the canvas. So what that means, when I'm here, I right-click on the canvas. This is a marking menu. So that's what I want to have you talk about. All right, that's everything. When you're all done, turn this in. I hope this helped.